Hello, 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 hello. What is up? Is the stream going perfectly? Let's wait like 2 minutes for people to join, and then we will start. All right. We will get going. Okay. So we will start. Let's take on the bug that we faced last time. Like, let's remove bullet, the multiple bullet wala problem, and let's just take it like one bullet at a time. Okay. So let's remove this multiple bullet thingy. This will work. And where else did I have to change it? We don't need this anymore. We can keep this. Then there'll be other places for bullets and bullets. This doesn't have to be like this. Everything can indent back one step for bullets and bullet. We don't need this. This should work. Okay, maybe this was the problem. The bullet.hide title was not happening inside this if statement. That might be why it was malfunctioning. Let's give it a try. Let's give it another try. Let's try to figure this out. Okay, so this is how we were. And for bullets and bullets, if there is a collision, let's just get everything in. And let's see how this is running. It is still going above, but what if we shoot? It is still coming below and then going above. Okay. The only problem is that it is drawing everything, so let's just get rid of the multiple bullets part. Instead, let's work on the other idea that we got from one of you. Uh, that what if the enemy starts shooting back? And that should be it, and that should work. There is one bullet staying in the middle. I have to see what the problem is. There is still one bullet in the middle. Hmm. But there's another for bullet and bullets. Okay, let's try doing it uh, like this. That's the bullet part is good over here. The game state is running. Then let's try creating an enemy bullet that the enemy will shoot. Let's call it E bullet. Okay. Let's have it, give it a color blue. Oh, our player is also blue, right? Let's give it a color orange. People dot pen up. Don't draw anything. Bullet dot shape needs to be a triangle, and it needs to be facing downwards. Set heading is 270 or minus 90, nothing worse. E bullet dot shape size should be like small 0.3, smaller than our bullet. And initially the bullet will be hidden. Let's keep a e bullet speed, and I think it should be like a little bit more than our bullet speed, so it makes the game a little bit tougher. Okay, we'll also have a e bullet state equals to ready. Okay, we had a fire bullet here. Now we'll make a fire e bullet. Global e bullet state. If e bullet state equals to ready, e bullet dot set position, change everything to basically e bullet. Here, instead of player, because the bullet was shot by player, but the bullet is shot by enemy, we'll write enemy.xcor, and same thing, enemy.ycor. We'll show the turtle, and then it will get this separation. Let's get rid of separation. We don't need separation. Then e bullet state is fired. We have our is collision, that's gonna stay as it is. Our game state we already defined as running. That's good. Then there is a key bindings. There is a is collision. We're checking if the bullet and the enemy are colliding. If the enemy and the player are colliding. Now we need another that if the player and the e bullet is colliding. Let's see what if that happens. We do bullet.height. That basically two things we can do. We can get the bullet. Okay, let the bullet run. If it's like fired, let it go. We'll do e bullet.height turtle. We'll do layer Let's not do anything to the player. If the player gets shot, let's reduce like 100 points. Okay. Then let's just go like score less than equals to 100. Let's print it again. And we'll just go with e-bullet hide turtle and e-bullet set position. E-bullet already hit turtle. Wouldn't be a problem. Okay, now the bullet needs to be somewhere over here. Then fire bullet and this is what keeps the bullet going. Let's try like if the score, the enemy wouldn't start shooting initially, but if the score is greater than 100, greater than 200, let's say, than 200, then e-bullet gets triggered. We'll just say e-bullet dot set y e-bullet dot y core minus e-bullet speed and we also have to check if it goes below the border. So if e-bullet dot y core is less than equals to minus 300, then e-bullet dot height turtle e-bullet state equals to ready, it is ready to be fired again, and we also have to change its location, or it can just stay there. Honestly, if it's hidden, it shouldn't. E-bullet dot set position 0 400, take it out of the bounds basically, and we also have to say that if game state equals to over, break out of this. Okay, that should do something. Let's see. Okay, let's try getting like some points. This game is not that easy. Okay, I'll have to time my bullets. That should hit. That should also hit. Let's wait for it to bounce back. Okay, that missed. That's very close. That's very close. I just need to hit like 200 and the e-bullet should start firing. Yes, I got it. But as you can see, the e-bullet has started firing. It fired once, it fired twice. Let's get hit by it once, and our score has decreased. Now let's gain a significant lead, like 200, and then oh shit. No, why am I so bad at this game? That should hit, yes. and the enemy starts firing. We fire back. Ooh, that was close. That was close again. Yes, we're getting there. That hit, nice. Now let's get hit once again. We get to 300, but it is still firing back at me. Alright. I would also pull up my old code so that you can see what is happening. Now this uses get.py. I don't remember what this is, honestly. Oh, this is the space wars. Let's open like this blah py. I'll get my old code that I had. I'll bring it here. The only things that I need to remove are like the GIFs that I had that I do not have in the same address as of now. But I might actually. Let's see if this runs. It doesn't run. Couldn't find open new find. Okay, new invader GIF. So that is why I wanted to remove the GIFs and all its instances. GIF. You go. Then you also go. I was basically using like images in place of the player, the enemy, and the bullet. So it looks more like a game. Okay, there will also be, I guess, we don't need wind sound as well. I'll let it be there because I had some sounds at some point. Even whenever I fire a bullet, make a sound. I don't need that. I absolutely don't need that. Okay, that works, and there should also be a background image if I remember correctly. Right, I set up the screen, the border color. This is black. Okay, this is just black. Let's see if this works. I got one. I got two. That's three. That's four. That is five. Now the enemy has started shooting back. Oh, shit. This is not easy to dodge. That should hit someone. No. That should hit. That should hit. Nice. And that will hit someone. The game I initially like designed. See, let's see what happens when I get hit by an enemy. Okay, I cannot get hit by an enemy. The game is over. So initially that is what I made before, but we can change things up obviously. As you can see, the code is very similar. There's not much difference. There's the e-bullet wala part and everything. That works. And what get.py has is basically a revamped version, a better version of this. So it's like a whole big universe type and 2D where we have a player, we have allies, we also have like enemies, obviously to shoot, and we can move our player faster. We can keep increasing his speed. So it's basically so that at one we can literally go to any speed. We can keep speeding it up. After one point, it will actually travel faster than the bullet, and we can again obviously slow it down very much to maybe make it come to a complete stop. We can do that. I'm not able to hit anything. It's unfortunate. My score is in negatives. And I can also make it go backwards. Okay, so that all works. I can turn right, turn left. You can already see that. So we'll take on making this game after we have learned like what object-oriented programming is. And as you can see in this code, I'll give you a little overview. Like as you can see in this code, there is something called a class, and then there is a def underscore underscore init underscore underscore. What is this? We have no idea. Then there are functions declared but inside the class. That's very weird. Then we are also there. We have a missile class. We have an ally class, an enemy class, and an enemy class have like a move function in them. There's a fire function. There's a game. That's a whole class, as you can see. And then we have also have obviously the draw border, the draw show status, the game over, and everything. Now you can see like we're using those names like player, missile. We're using those names to make something. What are we exactly doing? What is a class, and why are there functions? A lot of these functions in between them, and why are there like this weird init thing here and here. We'll also learn about like what constructors are, what are objects, what are classes, and what are the four pillars of object-oriented programming. So just to give you an overview, so it's something called object-oriented programming, that is also known as OOP, object-oriented programming. That is what is known as, and what it basically does is it's about creating a framework that can be duplicated multiple times. Okay, so consider there's a store. Okay, there's a store, and that store keeps like customer data, what their name is. Like you go on to maybe Amazon and make an account, right? You go to Amazon and make an account. Now, what does Amazon do when you make an account? It stores your data. It stores your the data that you give. It stores, so for person like maybe A, it stores the name, stores the address, stores the phone number, stores the pin code, stores what else? Stores the age, maybe, I don't know. Maybe that is what we are doing. So if what we can do is like we can keep like a underscore name, a underscore address, and so on. A underscore age has like different five different variables, and we can like store in them. But this is a little bit jargon. Like we don't know exactly like a underscore name is the solution, and whether you will write like a underscore name or something else at some other point. So what we do is we make this a class. We call a class customers. Okay, in this case we can call it anything. We can call it apples. We don't care. We can call it anything, but in this case we are calling it customer because this class will be used to generate customer data. So this is basically a structure. And what do we use to make a structure? A class is basically a set of structures and set of processes. Okay, I'll just call it processes for now. So what else does happen? So there might be this is age, right? This is age. So let's have like to understand whether this person is in India or in some other state. That might be a function, right? We could call a function like call the function nationality or country. Definition country, and we'll take in their phone number, and we will check the first three letters. If it's +91, it's India. If it's +1, it's USA, and so on. You can have all of that different if else statements inside that, but this is a function, right? So what if we attach a few functions? Like there might be a function called greet, def greet. What does greet do? It takes the name input and it prints hello and name. It says basically if their name is like Rahul, it says hello Rahul. That is what it does. So what if we attach a few functions also, right? A few functions which are called which you can call processes for now. I'll get to the perfect terminology later. You can call processes for now, and other than that, we will also have this variables that will be attached to A. So what we do, a class, in case this is customers over here, is a set of variables var1, var2, var3, and a set of processes p1, p2, p3, and so on. It can have multiple. And whenever we want, so customers is basically a structure that we'll use to make objects. So whenever there is suppose Rahul is a customer, so what we will do is we will name Rahul as an object. Okay, whatever we make, whatever the instances that we make using customers is called an object. Using a class is called an object. So Rahul will be the object, and we'll say, instead of writing all of this in all these different variables in different lines, we'll say use the customer's structure to make Rahul object, and set like name equals to Rahul, address equals to something something, phone number equals to, and so on, so on, so on. We write Rahul like this, and Rahul has now all the properties that needed to be set. Now if we try to print Rahul dot age, it will give you Rahul's age, which might be 20, let's say. If we try to print Rahul dot pin, it will give you his pin, which can be, I don't know, it can be anything. But and also we can call all of these things as well. So we can write Rahul dot greet this. Okay, this is a function. We don't have to give any arguments because it is called on Rahul itself, so it knows what to do. It will just go ahead and print hello Rahul. Similarly, if we do this country thing, we can just write like Rahul dot country and call it as a function. And what will it do? It will give you back like India using the phone number. We said like the first 2-3 digits of the phone number, and we'll figure out like which country is it from. All right, that would be good enough. I gave you a basic idea, and I'll also tell you like there's more to object-oriented programming. It's not this simple, but the basic idea is this simple. There are like 4 main pillars of object-oriented programming. The 4 things that makes it so amazing. Those things are called abstraction. Do not worry about them, Abhi. I will discuss all of this tomorrow and what they do. There is encapsulation. There is inheritance, and there is also polymorphism. So these are the main 4 things which makes like object-oriented programming an amazing and a very widely used concept. Like any data related work, any data related software that uses any kind of data, any kind of accounts and everything, that uses object-oriented programming. So I can like definitely say any startup, any company that exists in the world has this in their code base. So this is something really important to learn. We will go deeper into this, and I will actually cut today's session a little bit short, and we'll come back tomorrow, and let's see. We will get into, because the we are done with the game making, and the second game that we need to make, that we want to make, needs a little bit of oops concepts, that the object-oriented programming concepts. So we'll come back tomorrow, cover the as much as possible in object-oriented programming, and then we will get to making the 2D game, the basically the better version of Space Invaders. I call it Space Wars, but yeah, that is something we will be doing. And again, thanks a lot for joining the session. And hi Darshan, that's really nice. Thanks a lot for joining the session. Do join tomorrow if you want to see the rest of it. And